Alrighty, what's up, everybody? My peeps. What's going on, you sexy bitches and all you other bitches out there? It is I, your tribal god of extreme, your undisputed, undefeated, extreme heavyweight champion of the world, Peter fucking Joseph here, for another video on this Wednesday afternoon / Wednesday evening, August the 14th, 2024. Thank you all for watching right here on the Peter Joseph YouTube Wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you for watching. As always, make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down there, you know where it is, inside of my pants, baby. On this channel and all my other channels as well. Show your love and support. Leave a comment if you wish, but if you leave stupid comments, you get sent to the Shadow Realm and you will be pretty much never be seen and heard from again. So don't do it. And also share the video all over the goddamn internet. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because if you miss anything, pretty much you need to get slapped really hard in the face. Because you're SOL. And I think we all know what that means by now. But if you don't know what it means, please, for the love of God, look it up. That's why we have Google. So, that's pretty much it. So, don't hit the bell, you won't get notified. So, not my problem. That's your problem. And that's pretty much it. And if you're new here, brand new, not fake accounts or, you know, other douchebags. I have no fucking life and they don't work and they don't work, they don't have a life, they can't get pussy and shit like that. Plus, there's a lot of people on this website that can't get pussy. I mean, it is so true. But I digress. But if you're new here, you're brand new to my channel, and you like what you see, you want more of it, please hit that bell, turn on all notifications for more, and subscribe, like the video, and all that good shit. And as I always say to the newcomers that are real, not fake as fuck people, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab a cold one, and enjoy the show. Like I said, if you like it, great. You don't, you know where to go. Out the door. Don't let it hit your stupid, smelly, fat, fake ass on the way out. That's all I gotta say about that. We're real here. We don't allow fake people that have basically no lives. They think they're this and that. They're hot shit when they're not. But it is what it is. And if you don't like me, then don't watch my videos. But you're gonna watch it. You know why? Because you love me, and I love you too. That's why your girlfriends and your moms love me too, as well. That's all I gotta say about that. And we move on with that. What did that happen? Sorry. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. It's Wednesday, late afternoon, getting close to Wednesday night. Probably be dark in about an hour or two. But it is Wednesday night, and you know what that means. We got Dynamite coming up tonight. Should be a pretty good show. You know, we're about 1 week away from All In 3 from Wembley Stadium in London in the United Kingdom. London, England, whatever you want to call it. So we got a lot of shit tonight. We got Mercedes Moné. The boss. She's going to be defending her TBS championship against Hikaru Shida. And will a certain doctor be in the house? Miss Britt Baker, DMD. Baby. Though we don't know if they're still together. I don't know. Who knows? We got that. By the way, Maxwell Jacob Fontknocker, fuck you for saying what you said today, and then, well, today on the Dirt Sheets, saying that you murdered Adam Cole. Then why is he on Twitch? Murdered my ass. Wait till he comes back. You're gonna be murdered, sir. And you're probably going to get murdered at All In next Saturday when you lose to Ocean Spray. But that's to be determined. But we'll see what happens with that. So we got that match tonight. Also, we got Swerve. Swerve Strickland, the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. He's going to be in a warm-up match against everybody's, well, not everybody's favorite, but Mr. Irrelevant himself, William Utah, who decided to make his presence known today in Puerto Rico. No, not Ernesto, that's somebody else. But it is what it is. Yeah, Puerto Rico got slammed by that goddamn tropical storm, now soon to be a hurricane. But lots of rain, flooding, power outages. So, that sucks, because East is down there and, but everything's fine. Hopefully they'll get their power back by Friday so she can worship her husband, tribal chief. That's Roman Reigns, but we'll have to see how the power goes between now and then. Might not be back till next week. That'll suck, but at least all the people in Puerto Rico are doing fine. Lots of mudslides, lots of flooding, but the big thing is the power is out. For how long? Pfft. Who knows what the people in the electric company in Puerto Rico, they can't get anything right down there. But hopefully, they'll be back up and running probably in about by the weekend, hopefully, but we'll see what happens with that. So we got that match, William Utah against Swerve with Bryan Danielson. Yes! At ringside, going to get a front row seat. Also, we got the AEW Tag Team titles on the line tonight. We got the Corporate Bucks. Finally, back on Dynamite, back on AEW TV. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson taking on, well, pretty much the number one contenders for now. And that's the Acclaimed, Max Caster and Anthony Bowens with Daddy Ass, most likely at ringside. Just remember, ladies, sesame, mommy ass. We move on with that. We got Hangman Adam Page taking on Black Machismo. Ooh, yeah! Dig it! Jay Lethal tonight, one-on-one. Should be interesting. We're gonna have a movie by the lovely Mariah May. That should be very interesting. See what happens with that. As this is the final live edition of Dynamite before next week's take shows, because they'll be in London all next week. Dynamite is going to be from Cardiff, Wales next week, along with Rampage and Collision next week. And yes, Collision's on a Saturday, because the pay-per-view is next Sunday. So, get ready for some AEW wrestling in that shithole country of England. But I have friends in England, don't worry about that. But I'm just saying, most of England is a shithole. But I digress on that. But we move on with that. But we do have Rampage this Friday night, taped, of course, and Collision, I believe, is the final live show from that stadium in Arlington. And I heard a lot of good feedback from their partnership with the Esports Stadium in Arlington for Ring of Honor and Collision. So maybe they found an actual house for Ring of Honor now, but should be the Hammerstein. But just saying. But they want to stay in Texas. I don't care, but they got a good response. It is what it is. And Collision's rating went way up. Under 400,000, way up from 189,000 during SummerSlam. Oh, who watched that at 5 o'clock? Shit. But pretty much went up like almost 200,000 from last week. This week, we'll have to see what happens with that. Don't know Raw's rating yet. I don't even know NXT's rating yet. Probably find it out probably tonight or maybe by tomorrow, but we got that. But we got a jam-packed edition of Dynamite tonight, coming up tonight. Alright, and we got Ring of Honor and TNA tomorrow. We also got SmackDown. The Tribal Chief will be back on that show, so we have to, as always, every day, we must acknowledge the Tribal Chief, the OTC, Roman Reigns. And we got that. And don't forget Saturday, like I said, we got Collision. And then we're pretty much done for the weekend, and then we're back on Monday for another week of wrestling, which is basically all in week. And then the following week, basically we got a double header for Labor Day weekend. We got Bash in Berlin. We got SmackDown from Berlin, I believe. That's taped, obviously. And then we got Saturday afternoon, I think at 1 o'clock, is, I think it starts at 1 or 2, is Bash in Berlin. And then Sunday, the day before Labor Day, that's September the 1st, we got NXT No Mercy from Denver. That should be fun. And then we got the Labor Day edition of Monday Night Raw, which is usually a pretty damn good show. And then that weekend, which is the first week of football, September the 7th, we got All Out. I don't even know what number, but it's going to be emanating from Chicago, Illinois. So we got that. We got a jam-packed week to start the first official week of September. So the summer will be over pretty much in 2 weeks. So get it while it's hot. Unofficially, the summer will be over in 2 weeks. Officially, it'll be over in 5. And then the beautiful season of fall will begin. Got a lot of things coming up. Got Halloween coming up in 2 months. We got Thanksgiving coming up in 3. And then the greatest month in the world with the greatest days in the world is coming up pretty soon. Pretty much in 3.5 months. And then level 48 will commence. Pretty much 4 months and 10 days from now. Well, actually, 4 months, 9 days, and a couple hours away. Level 48 will commence. And we got Christmas. We got Hanukkah coming up. For all my Jewish fans out there. Love you all. And also, we got New Year's Eve. And then we'll be done with this garbage year of 2024 and begin a brand new year 2025. And that's it. Hopefully, major hurricanes coming anywhere near the United States and Puerto Rico again. We got 2 months of hurricane season. We got that. Hopefully, hopefully we won't get a really bad winter here especially here in the Northeast. But you never know. Depends on what they forecast. But then again, I don't listen to that shit. But we got that. So we pretty much got 4 months and a couple of weeks away till the end of the year. Long way to go still, but we're getting there. We're getting there at the end of summer. No, well, not the end. We got Labor Day weekend coming up, like I said, 2 weeks away. And then fall will begin. Football's going to be coming back. Hockey's going to be coming back with Rangers! Coming back. Sad news report on the Ranger front. Sam Rosen, the god of hockey, the god of New York Rangers hockey, this is going to be his final season as a New York Rangers broadcaster. So, going to be the final season of him saying, "It's a power play goal!" And I met the guy, too. He is a legend. I can only imagine who's going to take over for him, and nobody can take over for him. It's like Doc Emmerich from the Devils. When he retired, nobody can replace that guy. Nobody can replace Sam Rosen. Probably get Kenny Albert, most likely, to replace him. I'm not a big fan of Kenny Albert, but what are you going to do? You got to get somebody. I wish it was John Davison and Kenny Albert, but just saying. We got that. Sadly, we got basketball coming up. The Celtics defending their world title. Can they do it again? Maybe. We got the Knicks to worry about. They got a decent team again this year, but we'll see. And the Rangers possibly going back to not the Stanley Cup, but going back to maybe the Eastern Conference Finals, and hopefully not. We'll see what happens with that. Not really much news on the Ranger front this offseason. So I really didn't care much for that. Mets baseball will probably be over in about 6, not even 6, probably 5, 6 weeks. How do you lose to Oakland last night? Don't ask. I mean, it's like they got swept by Seattle on that horrible road trip, 4-6. They come home and lay a stinker at home last night to the fucking Oakland A's, who are not much of a pushover, but still, you can't beat Oakland. That's just sad. So they got Game 2 of that series tonight. Game 3 to be tomorrow. Then they're playing who they play next? They play the Marlins. Three games. I think they got a 12 o'clock game on Sunday on Roku. Who's gonna watch that? Nobody has Roku. I mean, I'm not even gonna be watching. I don't even care, but so I won't be here. But in any case, we got that. But Sunday Night Football on Fox. Niners. Sorry, the 49ers against the Saints in Santa Clara. That should be fun. Not that the Stars are gonna play, but who cares? Just fun to watch the game. So we got that. The Brandon Ayuk saga continues on. Who knows what the fuck's gonna happen? The Niners raised the price that they want to give Ayuk $28 million, but Ayuk's like, okay, I'll sign, but now it's like, well, how many years do you want? I mean, Ayuk, I think, wanted 4 years plus extra money. The Niners are giving him 3. Just give him his goddamn fucking money already. And if he wants to go to fucking Pittsburgh, and play for a garbage quarterback, then let him go. Fuck him. But, Ayuk, I think, wants to stay in San Fran and win a title. Came this close. So, I think if you want to stay for the revenge of the revenge tour, there, Brandon, I think you want to stay in Santa Clara. That's just me. I'm not telling you what to do, but I think all the fans want you to stay. But if you want to go to Pittsburgh, then go ahead. Hope you have a great season, but you ain't going anywhere with that shit team. Not that we need Ayuk, but still. He's a big part of that offense. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, enough about that. Alright, so we got a lot of things coming up this fall, this winter. Lots of wrestling as well. But we'll get there eventually. And I'll be here through pretty much the entire way, hopefully. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, let me get this video out of the way, because Dynamite's gonna start. And then I got 2 more videos to go, and then pretty much done. Done for the week. Not doing TNA Ring of Honor again this week. Not doing SmackDown and Rampage. Not doing Collision. Any news updates, even major news. Not doing it. So I am taking the weekend off, my friends, and I am out of here. I am going out of state. And that's legit. I am not lying. You think otherwise? Pfft. You're wasting your time. You're just wasting your fucking time. They're gonna expose him! No, you're not. Couldn't even expose a piece of film, so shut the fuck up. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late and out-of-date NXT review on video number 1 right here on the Peter Joseph channel. Alright, NXT review from last night. Big, huge show. Very good show. We had the Heritage Cup being defended by my cousin. We'll talk to him in just a little bit. That's my cousin Tony D'Angelo defending the Heritage Cup against, well, the guy that he took it from, and that's Charlie Dempsey, who will have Miles Bourne, Matty Rankowski, and Tavion Heights in his corner. And as always, Tony will have chanting Stacks Lorenzo, the lovely Adriana Rizzo, and the man who lives downstairs from you, and that's Luca Crucifino. That's all I gotta say about that. But we'll talk about that later. We have some announcements to make for next week's show, leading into No Mercy. Got a lot to talk about. So let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. And also, we're going to see our friend. We're going to say his name in a little bit. I think we know who we're talking about. If you think I'm going to say Shawn Michaels, no. It's not Shawn Michaels. It's somebody named Joe. Not Joe Coffey. Not Joe Mama either, but it is what it is. Alright, so we start off NXT with a recap of the Great American Bash Night 2. We saw Roxy, the lovely Roxy, defend and retain her belt against the crazy bitch herself, Thea Hale. What else do we have? We had a lot of stuff. We had the Rascals disintegrating as Wesley shockingly turned. And he got some explaining to do. Well, we'll get to him in a little bit. And, we had A-Kid and Axiom, the superhero Power Rangers, retain their belts, which they shouldn't have. Ugh. What else? We had Kaylani Jordan, retain her belt against Tatum Paxley. So we got that. So Kaylani's still your Women's North American Champion. Ola still your North American Champion. We'll get to that beast in a minute. Got a lot to talk about, so let me shut up and get into the show. So, like I said, we open with a recap of last week's show. And then we start off properly with the man who has a lot of explaining to do, and that's Wesley. Comes into the building, and the anonymous camera person, or whoever's talking, asked him, "Hey, why did you do what you did to the Rascals last week there, Wes?" So Wes like, "I'm not going to talk about that. Just going to ignore the question." And he's like, "I'm just going to go into the building. I'll say what I got to say later." So as he leaves, we have the NXT World Heavyweight Champion, All Ego, Ethan Page. Nice suit from Men's Warehouse, by the way. Because when you go to Men's Warehouse like I do, you're going to like the way you look. I can guarantee it. For some of you, nope, because you have no money to get it. Well, then pretty much they won't accept your money. But I digress. Anyway, so he comes out and tells the cameraman, like, "I'm going to go address the people of the NXT universe." Oh, great. We have to hear him. So he comes out for a little chitty chat, brags about his big, huge win last week over Ora Menza. Wasn't that big of a win. So he says, "I promise that nobody is taking this belt from me." Bullshit. Not Trick, not Pete fucking Dunne, and not even Wesley. But this man might have something to say about that. And his name is Joe Hendry. Say his name, and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Yeah. My mom even believes in Joe Hendry. That's something I never thought. But anyway, we move on. So Joe Hendry, our boy, we believe in him. Not believe like Bo Dallas. Believe! But anyway, he comes out and says, "I'm here, and you don't even have to say my name. But it's pretty clear you're the talk of NXT there, Mr. Ethan Page. Or at least you were 90 seconds ago." Whew. Until, basically, my name showed up on the Tron. And I had to steal the show like I always do. So then Ethan Page's like, "Well, why the hell are you even here, Joe?" And Joe's like, "Well, just like everybody else on the NXT roster is, I'm here for that belt." So then Ethan Page knows that everyone believes in you, from people on the NXT roster to TNA. But I personally don't believe in you. I think your theme song sucks, and you're on the 14th minute of your 15 minutes of fame, and I'm just ready to prove that you're just another flash in the pan. So Joe Hendry talks about the legends who believe in him, talk about Kurt Angle, Booker T, sucker, who's on commentary, along with Vic Joseph, that creepy bastard, Booker T, the president of the Joe Hendry fan club, and even the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, who fucked the goat, and he didn't eat Eddie. Pretty much. Anyway, so they all believe in him, and then he starts singing his theme song, and everybody's singing along. It's Sing Along with The Rock! No. This ain't Sing Along with The Rock! Anyway. So he sings his song, he leaves, And then from behind, well, actually, Ethan Page says, I'm out of here, fuck this guy. So he leaves, and then Wes Lee from behind jumps Joe Hendry, and they have a big old beatdown, and then referees and agents, security has to come out and break it up. And like, you could smell a triple threat coming a mile away. Or so we think at the moment, but we'll talk about that later. Alright, so I gave that 3.25 out of 5 stars, and we're off and running on NXT. Alright, after that, we go to back with my girl, Maddie Rankowski, starts to annoy Charlie Dempsey to death before his Heritage Cup match with my cousin Tony D. And basically she says, I'm not staying out of anything because now I'm on a team. Because I won that match last week against my other girl, Kendall Gray. Bastard. What to root for? I don't know. But it is what it is. So that's that. Alright, so we'll see if Maddie pays dividends and impresses Mr. Charlie Dempsey. Well, we'll see what happens with that, and if Charlie Dempsey can get the Heritage Cup back for the second time. And we get that. Alright, so I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we go to another segment with the lovely Quinn McCade, or Kelly Kincaid, pregnant by the way. Whoever got her pregnant, you bastard! Hey, I shouldn't even really be talking because, you know, my girl from Brooklyn, by the way, Manly Leon, got pregnant from Delirious. He found Princess Peach. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you guys. I hope you have a beautiful boy or a girl. Much success. That's all I gotta say about that. Blah, blah. Whatever, dude. But, yeah. Manly Leon, Coney Island's own. Oh, she is beautiful. And I met her a few times. Anyway, we move on. So Kelly Kincaid is with Ava, who has a birthday today. Happy birthday to the NXT General Manager. 23 years old. Wow, I thought she was older, but she's 23. The Rock's daughter, Simone Johnson. Happy birthday. We have to acknowledge her because she's part of the family, of course. The Bloodline family, not the family. But anyway, Ava's there with her assistants, Robbie E., Robert Stone, and the lovely Stevie Turner, along with other people, a lot of people. I'm like, who are these women? What are these women doing here? So Ava announces a Gauntlet Eliminator match next week with basically all the women who have never challenged Roxy for her title. So all these 6 women are eligible to be in this little gauntlet match. So we had Maddie Rankowski, Adriana Rizzo, Sol Ruka, who else we had? Kendall Gray, we had Izzy Dame, we had my girl Carmen Petrovich, I think Carly Bright was there, I think Brinley Reese. I was like, where's Lash? Where's Jakara? I think Lash already got her shot. I think Jakara never got a shot. I'm like, where are they? Alright, so we get to Tumblr, and they pick out the first three women, and like I said, Maddie, Rizzo, and Sol Ruka have been picked. We got the other 3 coming up later. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars, but somebody from that group of women are going to be taking on Roxy at No Mercy. Whoever wins the gauntlet match next week will face Roxy. I think it's going to be probably Sol Ruka, or maybe a certain woman named Jada Parker. It has to be a face, so I'm thinking it's Sol Ruka, so. But then again, who knows? They can't make Jada face in that match. So I'm thinking it's Sol Ruka versus Roxy. Roxy's probably going to retain. And then Stephanie Ricker and Julia are going to come by Halloween Havoc. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Alright, so 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then we go to the Heritage Cup match. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen. And he's not a happy camper. You want to come in, cuz? Just to say hello? Okay, come on in. He's my cousin, ladies and gentlemen. My legit fucking cousin, Tony D'Angelo. Come on in, cuz. Not a happy camper, my friends. He is not happy. But he still gets me a chicken parmesan hero for $2. You get it for $10.50. Anyway. So Tony D versus Charlie Dempsey 2 for the Heritage Cup. This was a good match. Not, like I said, Tony D is not happy. My cousin's not happy. Us Italians, we are not happy after last night. So anyway, we have our respective associates at ringside, the seconds. So go to round number 1. Tony D takes Mr. Dempsey down, starts beating him down, crowding and pounding the fuck out of him. Then hits a running shoulder block. Dempsey goes after the arm, but has to counter a spine buster from Tony D. And then Tony D drives him into the corner, but gets pulled into something like a triangle choke. And then Dempsey switches into a knee bar. And Tony D was about to tap, but he's alright because he's saved by the bell. So the bell rings, and round 1 ends in a draw. Alright, we get that. So round 2 begins. They started with some grappling, some mat wrestling, because you gotta love that. And then really nothing happening in there until they get back up. Tony D hits, forget about it, in 56 seconds of the round. And Tony D gets the first fall. He gets one more. He retains the Heritage Cup. So Charlie Dempsey has pretty much round 3 through 6 to get two wins. This is a 2 out of 3 falls match, where they call it 6 rounds. I don't know. We got that. Alright, we go to break. We come back. Round 3. Fight! Pretty much, we get picture-in-picture. We come back. The round ends. Really? Really, USA Network? Really? Come on now. Anyway, Dempsey gets in with a cheap shot after the bell on the knee. Uh-oh. And then Maddie Rankowski starts yelling at him. And he's like, you son of a bitch! Like, bitch slapping him like she did at Tavion Heights, I think, a week or 2 ago. Damn, man. Maddie slaps you, you might... that'll wake you up. Shit. She can wake me up with a bunch of slaps on my dick. But that's another story for another time. Anyway, slaps the crap out of him. Which, not a good way to, kind of introduce yourself to the group. Hey, I thought you were my teammate! Step out of it! The fuck? Get off my team! The fuck out of here, you're slapping me. I thought you were my teammate. Anyway, so we get that. So basically a stalemate, round 3. Round 4 begins, and I guess Maddie's slap woke up Charlie Dempsey, starts beating the crap out of my cousin Tony D in the corner. But Tony D comes back, clotheslines way out of trouble, goes for another, forget about it. He gets blocked. Tony D gets sent into the corner, which allows Charlie Dempsey to grab a roll-up for the win. So we're not at 1 fall apiece. The next fall gets the win, or if it goes to a time limit draw in the 6th round, Tony D retains. So hopefully Tony D can get the win in the next 2 rounds. But like I said before, Tony D is not happy, and this is why. Round 5. Fight! It begins with Tony D hitting a spine buster for a near fall. Then he gets pulled into another triangle choke by Mr. Dempsey. That gets broken up. And then Tony D puts him on the top rope. And then pretty much everybody at ringside gets into a big old fight. And then, while that's going on, Maddie Rankowski trips my cousin Tony D down. And Charlie Dempsey grabs a bridging butterfly suplex. 1, 2, 3. We have a new Heritage Cup champion for the 2nd time, and that is Mr. Ego's son, Charlie Dempsey. And all I have to say to that is this. So, Charlie Dempsey is your new Heritage Cup champion for the second time, thanks to my girl, Maddie Winkowski. Damn. I say something mean, but I can't because she's... I have a contract, damn it. Ugh. But it's okay. It's okay. Tony D will be alright. He'll get that cup back, or maybe go after the world title or the North American title. More on that in a minute. So, good match. 3.25 out of 5 stars. But hey, Maddie Winkowski paid dividends in that match. And I think next week, Mr. Dempsey and crew are going to thank her. Not in that way, but, you know. So she's going to be a full-fledged member of Catchpoint 3.1. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, moving on. Alright, moving on from that epic match, we go to more epicness and hotness. We see Luna Vices. Oh, yes, caliente. Oh, she can shake her hips on my dick all night long. Anyway, so she's there with another hottie, Kaylani Jordan. You know, that's Melo's girlfriend now. The NXT Women's North American Champion. They're there, thinking they should kind of help Tatum Paxley, because she's kind of loopy, playing with her dolls. Sir, you need it on the bridge. Knock next time! Knock! Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you play with your dolls again. Good! She gives great helmet. Anytime I can quote Spaceballs, it's a good time. A cult classic. I mean, if you hate Spaceball, there is something wrong with you, sir. Ma'am. I mean, it is what it is. And anyway, by the way, if my camera goes wacky, not my fault. Just because I'm, you know, sometimes I have the fan on sometimes, you know. Get a new camera! You have all this money, get a new camera! Fuck you, alright? Why don't you get me one? How about that? Fuck you, alright? Sit behind your fucking computer and your fake account and shut the fuck up. At least I show my face. Just like. Anyway, so then, Tatum starts yelling at Lola Vice, right? About Lola having everything basically handed to her on a silver platter. And Lola's like, what you say, pendeja? We go to Ling. Clump you on your ass. Basically. So we're gonna get that match coming up a little bit later. But I gave that segment 2.25 out of 5 stars, so. Can I help her? I don't know. I don't know. It kind of gives me the Death Dolls vibe from TNA. When Jessica Havoc and Taya Valkyrie were always hanging out at the bar. Or trying to partying it up, and Rosemary's like this. I'm like, you humans are really weird. And then she starts like, she'll start like dancing a little bit. I'm like, don't do it. I mean, she was kind of showing her Courtney Rush a little bit. I'm like, no! You're supposed to be evil! Can't do that. It's like Abaddon singing a Celine Dion song. A Celine Dion song. You know that ain't gonna happen. By the way, Abaddon right there, baby. Abaddon ain't gonna sing Celine Dion on the Jericho Cruise. She's gonna sing some fucking death metal. And she did some epic karaoke to pretty much a great song by they're still around. I almost said Papa Roach. Woohoo! Drowning Pool. She did karaoke to Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. Floor! Big ups to Dave. Rest in peace, dude. Drowning Pool's still around. Not as great as it used to be. That second album. wasn't a great album. I mean, Step Up is a great song, a banger, but still, like, the album pretty much stunk. But it's still around. They have good albums after that with a new singer. Kind of sounds like Dave. Not Dave, obviously, but still. They still kick ass in a way, but I mean, you can't go without Dave, man. Dave just basically drank himself to death. You know, he couldn't just say, "Don't drink, don't drink." He didn't hear the people in rehab. Don't drink, don't drink. Dave had those demons. He was like, "Drink, drink, drink." Pretty much. And that's what happened. What are you gonna do? But I did see him live. I did meet Dave. Great guy. The band is great to see him live, man. I know. It's good. I think I definitely have Sinner, the first album. I have the second album. And I think I have another album with the new singer. I forgot the name of it. It is what it is. That's pretty much it. Alright, moving along from that. Alright, they'll get a video on this feud that I don't know when it's going to end. You know, DJ Nightwolf, Eddie Thorpe, the man who's pretty much banging Corey Jade, you son of a bitch. Well, Bron Breakker's going to be mad at you. Well, he's banging Easy Dame, so I care less. Eddie Thorpe and Lexus King, their feud, and their battle over whose music is better. We all know that. I think we all know which is better. You want to hear do, or you want to hear bombastic rock and roll? I think we know the answer to that. Which sells more records? I shouldn't have to tell you that. Heavy metal is always on the charts, even the top 200. Not number one, obviously, because we have to deal with that, you know, the bitch, Taylor Swift, and other people that I don't, you know. I mean, not saying anything bad about Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B or, you know. But still, what are you gonna do? Anyway, but rock and metal are always on the fucking top 100, the top 200. The rock charts, Spotify charts, they're always number one. I mean, it is what it is. And their tours are always great. I mean, they just had Lollapalooza. They got another tour coming up in September. I forgot which one that is. I think it's Aftershock. I forget. But I think it's like Labor Day weekend. So enjoy that. And his Moments is on tour with Ice Nine Kills on their tour. And then they're going on God Mode Part 2 pretty much for the end of the year. So they're going to finish up this tour in a couple weeks in September. Then I think they're taking some time off, the rest. And then they're back on tour pretty much from October all the way to the end of the year. I think that the final show is sometime right before Christmas. Right before, I think it's like right around Maria and Chris's birthday, which is a week before mine. Ha! That's why December is the greatest month in the world with the greatest people in the world. Why? Ozzy's, his birthday's not near my birthday, but it's in December. Chris and Maria from In This Moment, a week before mine, pretty much days before mine. And then my birthday, coinciding with the Lord, Jesus Christ the Lord. And another metal god that's, let me keep my stiff from Motorhead. We play rock and roll. Rock out with your cook out. Alright. Pretty much. That's it. No other major people are born in the greatest month in the world, December. And then Ryan Seacrest, but fuck him. Fuck Ryan Seacrest. You know, I was hoping, you know, Judas, you know, the real metal god, Mr. Rob Halford. Hey, can I? You know, that guy. I wish his birthday was in December, it's not. Damn. But if it was, holy shit. But hey, I am in the same birth month as two legends, Ozzy and Lemmy. And Jesus Christ too, but I'm gifted. What do you want me to do? What have you done? You're not successful. You're not anything. I'm not successful. What have you done lately? Well, I work and make more money than you. Oh, good for you. You still suck. I'm more successful anyway. You can make more money than me, I don't give a shit. I'm still better than you and you know it. On YouTube and off. That's a fucking fact you can't prove. Ever. You will never prove that. That you're better than me. On YouTube and off. Don't matter if you have more subs than me, more views, more likes. I don't give a shit. I don't really care. I don't care about all this bullshit that's said about me. I don't care. This and that. I don't care. I'm still going to be better than you in real life and on YouTube. So what's the point? What's the point of trying to act all hard and say, oh, I'm going to take you off YouTube and in real life? You're not going to do shit. Because you're going to go to, you know where you're going to go. You're going to go to jail, probably. Most likely, so I care less. Not my fault. But it is what it is. It is what it is. 15 years on YouTube. Man, you got plenty more to go. Plenty more in the tank, and you're going to love it. You know why? Because you're going to still watch, because you love me, and I love you too. So, I ain't going anywhere. Oh, the prophecy ain't going anywhere, the purge ain't going anywhere. So, I hate to quote that guy, Mr. P. Diddy, but we ain't going nowhere. We ain't go nowhere. We can't be stopped now, because it's prophecy for life. Ha! Take that, Sean Combs. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so then we talk about music, blah blah blah. Then we get to I don't know what number this match is. It's in their feud. I think it's that third, fourth, or fifth match. I'm like, get this fucking feud over with already. So we got DJ Nightwolf and Lexis King. 3-minute suckfest. Did I say 3 minutes? Somebody called Jamal and Rosie. Ooh, maga! Or as Mr. Regal would say, or Vince, ooh, maga! How do you mess up his name? I mean, seriously? Ooh, manga! Ooh, manga! Come on, Vince, really? You say, yo, Suna, pretty good, but you can't even say umanga? I mean, I'm saying it. You can't say umaga? Oh, man, if Roman was there during that time, Roman will fuck you up. Pretty much he did. I think Roman did attack Vince one time. Boom! Let's knock him the fuck out. That's all I gotta say about that. We move on. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. So we get this match. Lexis King gets the win with the coronation. Big fucking whoop. And I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. And we move on. Alright, after that, we go to Trick Willie Shamon. He wants another crack and another piece of Pete Dunne's fucking ass. After Pete Dunne got that big win last week. So we see that. So I don't know when that match is going to happen. But then we see Pete Dunne get with Kelly Kincaid from, I don't know, that was from earlier in the day or at the same time. Well, obviously not the same. I don't know, whatever. Pete Dunne then says, well, I'm moving past Trick and I'm focused on the NXT title. Well, what if Pete fucking Dunne has something to, what if Trick has something to say about that? You're gonna have Trick, Joe Hendry, Wesley, and Pete Dunne going after the world title? That's great. Sucks for Ethan Page, but still. Moving on. Alright, so we got that. And then we go to, I think after that, we kind of, Pete Dunne leaves, and then we kind of pull in, we see 5 hot chicks. We have Metaphor of Lash Legend, Big Chick Dunne, and the beautiful Jakari Jackson, those ebony hotties. I still like to be their cream and their Oreo cookie. Well, they're kind of arguing with Jacy Jayne and Fallon, don't come into the Don Henley, and my girl Jasmine Nix. So we get that, and I think we get a tag team match out of that. I was like, they're arguing about hairstyles or something. I don't even know what the fuck they were talking about. But great to see 5 hot chicks. Well, yeah, basically 5 hot chicks. 4 out of the 5 I still fuck, but still. Sorry, Fallon, you're out. I know your last name is Henley, but still. There's only one Henley that I actually like. Not like that, but it's the legend that he is, to the Don Henley. That's all I can say about that. Alright, so I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Well, actually, the whole thing I gave 2.5, but whatever. Alright, then we go to your 2-minute Suckfest match of the night. Wasn't really a Suckfest match, but still. So we go to Tatum Paxley taking on Lola Vice with Kaylani Jordan on commentary. So I was like, I bet you nothing we're going to see Wendy Choo Choo come out. And, well, Wendy Choo Choo doesn't come out, but she comes from behind and basically puts Kaylani to sleep, which kind of distracts Paxley for a little bit. But she uses it to her advantage to jump Lola, hits the Psycho Trap, but Lola kicked out that too. And then Tatum goes for a Swanton Bomb and missed. Lola gets right back up. Boom! Spinning back fist. 1, 2, 3. She gets the win. And then basically that was it. Then we see like Wendy like hold the women's NXT North American title in her arms. I'm like, come get it, bitch. So that was that. So the whole premise of that match was Wendy Choo Choo getting her hands on Kaylani Jordan, and that match is going to be next week on the program. Yeah, I think it's next week. I forgot. I forgot to run down the card, but it is what it is. Blah, 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 blah. And I don't think Wendy Choo's going to win the belt, but who knows. So we got that, and then we see Lola and Tatum kind of like hug their friends now. I'm like, wait a minute, what? They're friends now? It reminds me of, what's that movie? I can't think of the name of the movie, but it's with Will, it's a Will Ferrell movie. I forgot the name of it. I think it's Step Brothers or something like that. And they're fighting, and they're like, wait a minute, did we just become friends? Yup! Good! So we got that. So Tatum Paxley and Lola Vice are now friends with Kaylani now. Alright, so now Tatum, well, is gone from creepy, probably back to what she used to look like. Maybe, I don't know, but I wouldn't even change her look. I mean, she wants to still emulate the great Daphne Ukes, sexy, We love her. We still do. It's coming up on her 3-year anniversary of her death on Labor Day. I think it's September 1st or 2nd is I think her 3-year anniversary of her death. And you know I gotta do a video about that, so I will. Well, that's later. Moving on. Alright, so I gave that match 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we find out the next 3 participants in the Gauntlet match, which are Jada Parker, Kendall Gray, and Carmen Petrovic. Alright, so we got that. So that match is next week. And the winner faces Roxy at No Mercy for the NXT Women's Championship. But we have a spoil sport in Brinley Reese. I don't know, you were there and you didn't get picked. Because you know why? Because you're a jobber. Basically, wishes Carmen good luck. And then Izzy Dame comes in and says, you know, I should have got that title shot. Well, you didn't get picked. And then Izzy's like, I can't stand you, Brinley. And then they have a match coming up later. Why? Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's that. Alright, then we go to Wesley, who has some explaining to do. So he comes out and says, last week's shocking turn started when Zachary Wentz, Nash Carter, let him down broke up the team for the very first time. We all know how that happened. For those of you who don't know where you've been living on a rock, Zachary Wentz basically got fired by WWE for the whole Kimberly Lee domestic abuse thing, him doing a Nazi salute on Twitter or some type of video. They basically said, you know what? We're stripping you of the tag belts. You're gone. You're fired. And then Zachary Wentz went to TNA. We formed the Rascals with Trey Miguel, won the tag team belts. He was getting his life back per se. Now is with Gigi Dolan. And you know what Gigi was with last time? She was with Darby. I don't know why Darby got rid of her. How? Why? I mean, how do you give up that piece of ash? Darby. Come on now. Hi guys, I just wanted to say I never needed that bitch. Really? But I come from Seattle. Shut up. Anyway. How do you get rid of her and let her go to a fucking woman abuser? I mean, Gigi, seriously, what is wrong with in your head? You went from Darby to a guy that beats women? God forbid we hear another domestic violence case with Zachary Wentz beating the shit out of Gigi Dolan. Oy. Don't let it go into an Eddie Kingston type thing, please. I think we all know that, right? Mia Yim. Well, Mia Yim is now perfectly married to Keith Lee, who's not basically doing anything right now, but sitting home on his ass, pretty much getting his dick sucked by Mia Yim. I mean, how great is that? I wish I had that life, but I got Rosa, but still. We move on. I'm gonna get my ass kicked later. I don't care. Alright, so he talks about that, and it says people were asking what was next for him, because he was just a tag guy, but then he worked hard, worked his ass off, paid his dues, became the greatest North American champion of all time, which is a lie. You forgot this guy was North American champion for a year? I think it was a year. Adam Cole, baby, great North American champion. Ricochet, great, but not long enough. But you're not great like Oba! I mean, you held it twice. I mean, that's great. No, but not. I mean, I think the first reign was like almost a year. It was a long reign. The second one, not so much. But still, I mean, you could say that, but, you got other people like Johnny Gargano, the birthday boy. Happy birthday, Johnny Gargano, by the way. Nice little video they put up on Twitter, kind of celebrating with Bobby Roode. And it was glorious! Oh, I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend. Ding! Okay. I miss Bobby Roode. I think we all do. Rosa keeps asking me about, where's Bobby Roode? I'm like, he's a producer now. He doesn't wrestle anymore. Fuck! Wait, what do you want me to do? You want to watch some old tapes? Go watch his old videos on Twitter. Come on now. Not Twitter. YouTube. Or watch my old TNA videos from back in the day. From 2014 on, when he was in TNA. Me and her on video going, Bobby Roode. Even when it was in NXT. Roode was a great NXT champion. Didn't hold it that long, but still. But pretty much his career is over. Oh, I wish he came back to wrestling. I wish he came back to the ring, but he's producing now, so I think he's like 40-something years old anyway, so what are you gonna do? Alright, so says that. Then the rest of the Rascals became a team in TNA. They were successful, all while Wesley broke his back as a singles competitor, North American champion twice, blah, blah, blah. And then Wesley's like, I'm done caring about you, Zachary. You know, we used to go to shows together. I used to wake you up before a show so you didn't miss the show. I'm tired of basically caring for you. Like I'm your dad or your brother or some shit. I'm like, damn. It's like I'm tired of being an adult to you. You act like a fucking kid. And the only reason his friends came back, meaning the total TNA NXT partnership, was for WWE, and he knows he'll have to face Zachary one day, probably at No Mercy. So he says, Zach, go back to TNA with Trey Miguel, have fun in TNA, and I wish you the best in your future endeavors. Ooh, okay. And then Pete fucking Dunne comes out, says, I want the NXT belt. And then we say his name, he appears again. Joe Hendry comes out to interrupt. And then Joe Hendry goes after Wes Lee, which that's what happened in the first segment, but that gets quickly broken up by a whole bunch of people. And then we find out later from Ava Raine, we got Wes Lee versus Joe Hendry versus Pete fucking Dunne in a triple threat match. And the winner will face Mr. Ethan Page at No Mercy for the title. So, it might be Joe Hendry winning it, because it has to be a face, and we got two heels, basically. So I'm thinking Joe Hendry's gonna win, and most likely lose at No Mercy. This close. I mean, if he wins the title, that pop is gonna be massive in Denver. I mean, huge. But we got that. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to back with A-Kid and Ben Frazier, the NXT Tag Team Champions. The Superhero Power Rangers are ready to focus on their tag title defense against Chase U of Rich Holland and Mr. Chase, Andre Chase, with the rest of Chase U at ringside. We'll see what happens with that. You know, like, oh, we used to be, we had problems with, they talk about speed and like, who cares a fuck about speed? Not the movie, but anyway, that show sucks. I don't even watch it. I care less about it. But anyway, and it's supposed to be a new title called the Women's Speed title. Really? Oops, I put on the wrong channel. Ooh, red. Anyway, Big Bang Theory's on, about 2 minutes left. So we'll go into a little live look in for Dynamite, as we're going to finish this up pretty soon. Alright, so they're ready for Chase U. That's our main event coming up in a little bit. And that's it. Alright, so I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that, we go to the back. We see my cousin and crew, Tony D'Angelo, and the family. Tony's still pissed off. He's throwing, holy shit. Calm down. He's still throwing things. Upset about losing the Heritage Cup to Charlie Dempsey, thanks to Matty Winkowski. So he's talking, and then we see the big man, the North American champion, Oba, walk in. Remember that from last week where Oba was talking about an open challenge, and then Tony D and company kind of interrupted him. So this week, Oba's like, alright, you want to interrupt me? I'm going to interrupt you now. I think we're going to get Tony D versus Oba for the North American title at No Mercy. Not that Tony D might win, but I think he fought Oba before and he came this close. I have to check that, but so I think that's what's probably going to be happening, but we'll see what happens next week. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we see Chase U all fired up. We see, the resident weed smoker, that's Thea Hale, who smokes more weed than Booker T and you combined. We have Riley, don't call him Ozzy Osbourne there. We have the so-called MVP himself, Duke Hudson, and Mr. Chase, along with Rich Holland. They're fired up for the tag title match coming up. So Duke Hudson says, it doesn't matter which part of the team wins the gold. So Rich is like, I'm going to prove myself to you, Mr. Chase, and to everybody on the team. Well, you tried to do that before, and you didn't do so good. Well, we got that. Alright, so I get a 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, Dynamite is live from Norfolk, Virginia at the Chartway Arena. Alright, we got Taz, Man Behind the Mask Excalibur, and Tony Baloney. Now we got Justin Roberts, the Dapper, whatever it is, the Dapper Rapper. And with our first title match of the night, 20-minute time limit, and here comes the CEO, Mercedes Moné, with, oh, she went back to her red hair. Oh, shit. It was like pinkish maroon hair. Remember when she started with brunette hair in NXT when she first started. Then she went to her red maroon look, which was fabulous in NXT and on the main roster. Then she went to, like, blue. She's like had almost every color of the rainbow, pretty much. But anyway, Mercedes Moné shaking that hot ass. And she has the brick house. She's Monte. Camille at ringside. Her bodyguard, basically. So, Mercedes is going to be defending the belt against Hikaru Shida. Holy Shida! In our first match of the night on Dynamite for the TBS title. And I think we might see Britt Baker. Baby! But who knows? We're 1 week away from All In 3 for the TBS title. It could be Hikaru Shida versus Britt Baker 3. Or it could be, it's probably going to be Mercedes winning this match. Alright, so Hikaru Shida, aka Ada Wong, just is about to enter the ring. She does a really good cosplay of Ada, by the way. She is one hot Asian chick. Not as hot as Asuka, Kairi, and Io, or even Mina Shirakawa, among others. But still, she can still get it, but you have to watch out for her. She might hit me with her kendo stick. That might leave a mark. Or more. But anyway, moving on. Alright, back to NXT we go. Alright, so we had Chase U all fired up. Rich Holland wants to prove himself to the team. Get the titles back for I think the second or third time. But we'll see what happens with that. So, 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Excuse me. Alright, there we go. Back to the ring for our next match for the North American title. We have Oba Wakanda Forever, Femi, in his open challenge match against Otis on Raw. But I'll do Raw later after Dynamite goes off the air. I'll do Raw, then I'll do Dynamite, and then done for the weekend, my friends. Let me move on. Alright, so he's taking on Otis, who comes out with Akira Tozawa, Jack Farmer's boy, and the lovely, vivacious, hot Maxine Dupree. Alright, decent, very good match between two big, beefy men slapping meat in that ring. Back and forth they went. Otis got a little offense in to start, kind of staggering the big man, but Oba comes back, knocks Otis outside to cut off his comeback, and then Otis gets back up with a running shoulder block, then some elbows to face, rocks the big man on the inside of the ring, then he hits the Caterpillar for a near fall, then a very nice Vader bomb, made famous by Big Van Vader, the late great Big Van Vader. It's time! It's Vader time! Another near fall, 2.9999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999 And then Oba, and then Oba's sent into the corner, and then Otis tries to I don't know what he was trying to do. But Oba with the power, no pun intended, with a huge, kind of like a super power bomb. Okay, super almost pop-up power bomb. 1, 2, 3, Oba! Who? Femi from Wakanda Forever retains the North American title. Decent match, 3 out of 5 stars. That's it. Who can beat this guy? I don't know. I don't know who's up next. Well, besides Tony D being up next, I don't know who's gonna be the man who beat this guy. And just wait till he gets on the main roster. Woo! Line them up. Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, maybe Ilya Dragunov, Jacob Fatu, anyone? I said Bronson Reed, right? I think I said. A lot of people. Braun Strowman. Gonna be a lot of big, beefy men wanting to fight Oba. And I mean, I would put Roman in that category, but not right now. Jacob, I want now. A lot of people, people hitting me up on Twitter saying, no, not yet. We're Roman and Jacob. And not even Braun. I'm like, what? Braun Breaker not gonna fight Oba? Well, not right now, obviously, but when Oba gets up to that main roster after he destroys everybody, give him that Intercontinental title. Put him on Raw. Don't put him in the U.S. title. Don't put him on SmackDown. I mean, you could too, but then he has to run into Solo. He has to run into Jacob Fatu. God forbid he has to run into Lance Anoy when he comes up. He Coolio, any member of the Bloodline, basically. Roman. I think Oba would fuck up Cody. He would fuck him up. Hey, Oba could become the Undisputed Champion. You never know, but we got that. Ugh. Nice tilt-a-whirl backbreaker by Shida. That had to hurt. Anyway, so we get that. Alright, so 3 out of 5 stars for that match with Oba retaining against Otis. That's that. Alright, now we get a video for the resident virgin, Brooks Jensen. Oh, I'm sorry, now his name is Ben Buchanan or something like that. That's his real name, I guess. Basically, he kind of exposes NXT's promo class. And basically cuts a promo in promo class with some other members of NXT, the NIL people maybe, some people not even used. And Shawn Spears is kind of like looking over everything. He's like, talks about all the mistakes he's made, but says there was one person who always was looking out for him, and that was Shawn Spears, his mentor. He used to take me home from the arena. Alright, okay. So see how that situation goes with Shawn Spears for the mentor, Brooks Jensen. Alright, so we got that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we see the job squad of Malik Blade and Idris Enofe kind of looking at the video. Not sure about that whole thing with the union of Shawn Spears and Brooks Jensen. They're like, I don't know about that. And then Hank and Tank look on and kind of agree. And then Idris and Malik leave for some odd reason. And Hank and Tank then mentioned that they're going to be facing the OC, Gallows and Anderson, the Good Brothers, next week. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright. After that, we get a video looking at the NXT tryouts over SummerSlam weekend. So we got some newcomers coming over from NIL. Maybe we could see a newcomer coming to NXT probably by the end of the year. Who knows? But probably, we got Jacob Henry, Mark Henry's son, coming into the NXT. I believe. I think he's going to start out with NXT. He's not going to be on the main roster, obviously. That would be kind of dumb. Bring over Mark Henry's son and start him on the main roster like a rookie. No, we got NXT. Start him off there. Let him see what he can do. At least don't make it worse like Gable Stevenson, who only had one fucking match. Gone. That was a waste. That was a horrible waste of everybody's time. One stinking match, and he got booed out of the fucking arena. Who are you? I don't care if you want a freaking gold medal with a broken freaking neck. You're not Kurt Angle, and you stunk. Get out of here. Go do some collegiate wrestling. He was a former NCAA champion anyway. Big fucking whoop. You're not fit to be in WWE. I'm sorry. AEW, God forbid Tony Khan gets him. Or even the people in TNA. And I think Mr. Tanahashi shouldn't even sign the guy. Sucks. He sucks. Well, pretty much. Calm down, Beavis. Shut up, butthole. Alright, so after that, speaking of SummerSlam weekend tryouts, we get two lovely ladies from the 2022 tryouts. That's Izzy Dame, or as I call her, the tall version of Bookie Hogan. That's Book Hogan. Taking on Jobber Girl herself, Brinley Reese. 4-minute suckfest. Back and forth they went. In the end, Brinley Reese hits a suplex for a near fall. And then Izzy Dame kicks her right in the face. And then ends the match with some type of swinging side effect. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, she gets the win. Match gave 2 out of 5 stars because I didn't give 2 flying fucks about it. And that's it. Alright, then after that we have Ava Raine announcing Wesley, Pete fucking Dunne, and Joe Hendry next week on the program, with the winner getting a NXT title shot at No Mercy. And then Roxy comes in, the NXT Women's Champion, says, I don't care who wins this gauntlet eliminator match because nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to take this title from me. Unless her name is Julia. Or Stephanie Verker. I think Stephanie's going to get that North American title first. But man, I would love to see that match. Julia versus Stephanie Verker. Maybe at Deadline. Or maybe after that. Maybe next year. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. And then we get a re-announcement from the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Basically announcing the start of NXT on the CW11, those 2 huge shows. The debut October 1st in Chicago, Illinois with Punky Brewster. And Sheeta just took out Camille. And now she grabs her kendo stick and it smacks her in the freaking ribs with the kendo stick. She's about to hit her again, and then Mercedes takes it, and she's about to use it, but then Safan, the referee, is like, no. And now, Camille with a big side kick to the face. Well, this one's pretty much over. Mercedes picks her up, gonna hit the money maker. 1, 2, 3. I knew that was gonna happen. I just knew that was going to happen. Hey, Eddie. So, Mercedes retains the belt, thanks to Camille, again. So, well, that match at All In is now pretty much locked in. Get out of the way, you idiot. Alright, so Mercedes versus Britt Baker, now official for next Sunday night, or next Sunday afternoon here in the States, next Sunday night in the UK. Britt Baker, baby, taking on Mercedes. And now I think we hear the music of Britt Baker, baby. And Camille goes outside to see outside the ring. And trying to look for Britt. Britt's in the crowd. Because remember, she wore that Sting mask, I think a week or 2 ago. So Camille brings what looks like her over, but I don't think it's her. Probably some chick. Here's Britt. Britt comes from another part of the arena. Mercedes doesn't even see it. Britt's about to get in the ring and beat the fuck out of her, baby. But before we do that, she's gonna grab her little glove. Now Mercedes sees her. Uh-oh. Swing, and no, she didn't even swing. Mercedes, Britt just kicked her right in the stomach. And then Mercedes like, bitch! And then she just runs. And then Britt takes her down and is about to lock in the lockjaw, points at the camera, maybe pointing to Adam Cole, baby. And then Camille has to pull her out. And that's pretty much it. And now Camille's about to go at it and go on the apron, and Britt swings and misses. Kind of like the Pittsburgh Pirates. Ha! But, I mean, it is what it is. And now Britt is holding up the TBS title. Surprised not the other belt. I mean, she does have 2 belts. She's not holding up the New Japan Strong Women's title. And Mercedes is all pissed. And Camille saying, oh, hold it. Save it for next weekend. Save it for next weekend. I think Mercedes is going to win. She's going to retain. I don't know who beats her, though, but could be Thunder Rosa, but who knows. Alright, so we have that, and we move on. So, good match, and that's it. Now we go to last Wednesday after Dynamite, where we saw the Hangman Adam Page basically beating the shit out of, gets to a big fight with Jay Lethal and company after Jarrett was talking to Renee Paquette, and that match is going to be coming up in a little bit later. Now we have Renee with Jarrett's little group. Sorry, Jeff Jarrett. J-E-F-F-J-A-R-E-T-T. That's Jeff Jarrett. With his wife, Karen. We have the original player from the Himalaya, Sanjay Dutt, Mr. Pencil Man, and Black Machismo, Jay Lethal. So they're all talking, and Jay Lethal's like, I'm gonna kick your ass. And then Adam Page just comes in and starts attacking Jarrett out of nowhere. And then starts attacking Sanjay Dutt. Gets him out of the way. Now we go to the ring. Well, not the ring, but we go to the ramp. And Adam Page and Lethal are fighting all the way to the ring. So I guess that match is going to happen now. And Adam Page is pissed. And now we have Paul Turner somehow in the ring. How did he get there that quick? So I guess we're gonna have match number 2. So Adam Page versus Jay Lethal, and Lethal with the suicide dive. That's number 1, and here comes number 2. Boink. And here comes number 3, the trifecta. We're gonna go for one more, Jay? I think we might. Here comes number 4, and he hits it. I was surprised he actually hit that one. Sometimes you don't hit it at number 4. Now we're going for number 5, and he hits number 5. We have a 5 in a row by Jay Lethal. I've seen him do 6 before. He just went berserk. Because he's got that Macho Man this year. It's going crazy. Feel the madness. Okay. So we got that. Blah, 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 blah. So, let's moving on. Ooh, dead eye on the apron. Ow! By the Hangman as he comes back. Ow! Lethal's gotta have a broken neck on that one. He's grabbing his neck. Ugh. And the hardest part of the ring, too. Believe me. And now he sends Lethal over into the Timekeeper's area. Lethal's still grabbing his neck, seeing he still has a neck. Ugh. Somebody call the medic. Get Doc Samson out there. Well, I don't even think we hit commercial yet. 19 minutes in. I think we're going commercial free again. No, I took that back. Now we're going in picture-in-picture. We're going to have something for Collision. Anyway. Alright, so moving back to NXT. So Shawn Michaels announces the NXT is on the road in Chicago with Punky Brewster, CM Puke, October 1st on their debut episode on the CW11. And then next week, October the 8th, Title Tuesday, NXT versus AEW in a pretty much slaughter. In St. Louis, Missouri, Randy Orton and his monotonous voice will be there to grace NXT with his presence on the CW11. So, yeah, October the 8th will be pretty much the funeral of AEW for 2024. Because like last year, when they went head to head, and I believe it was October or early November, I believe, NXT walloped them 900,000 to 600 something thousand. Because NXT had Cody, they had Taker, they had a lot of stuff. I think they had Cena too. Imagine if they had Roman, they would have hit 1 million instantly. But I think Roman's too good for NXT. They go back to NXT where he came from when he was what was his name back in NXT? I think of Loki, but he had that weird name. Lurky. Not Lurky, but not Lurky Dismount. Mikey, why'd you say my name is so Jane but Blight? You idiot, I didn't say your name, Lurky. Why is Rainbow Bridge? Shut up. Pretty much. You gotta love Lurky and Murky Dismo, probably the greatest villains of the 80s, next to Skeletor and Mumra! Ancient spirits of evil, change this decrepit form to Mumra, the ever-living! I'll tell you one thing, Skeletor would fuck Mumra up. You're saying, and then you're like, oh, what about Megatron? Not even Megatron can fuck up the... He's a fucking robot. Skeletor's a sorcerer. And Mumra's kind of a sorcerer too, so they would fuck Megatron up. Easy. And any other 80s villain, like the Robies from Voltron, not even close. They would fuck up Voltron too. Any form of Voltron. The car version of Voltron, which is like the GoBots version. I hated that. I always go with the Lions because I love the old school Voltron. I can't go with the car version of Voltron or the ripoff, which is the Power Rangers. Go, go, Power Rangers! I mean, go, go for the culture! But seriously. I always go with old school Voltron. Voltron was great. GoBots, not so much. I mean, I had a lot of GoBots back in the day, but I had a lot of Transformers. More than meets the eyes. Pretty much. I had a lot of them. I had Megatron. I had, of course, Optimus Prime. I had Starscream. I had Bumblebee. I even had, I had Starscream. I had what's his name? Soundscream. I had this big fucking robot that had like a tape in it. I think his name is Soundscream. And you press the button. Push the button! In the middle, and you go like this on my Decepticon type voice in it. I had a lot of toys back in the 80s. I don't have them anymore, obviously. Because I gave them all away to my cousins. I had Castle Grayskull. I had all the He-Man figures. Castle Grayskull. I had Skeletor's Castle. I had some She-Ra. I had She-Ra. I didn't have any members of the other one. I had Orko, the doll. Then I had like a thing you pull out, and it goes. He goes. He runs around being Orko. I had like 6 versions of Ram Man. I had Battle Cat. I had like all of them. Even had all the Smurfs. Because there used to be a 5 and dime store near me. And every freaking day or every week I would go to the 5 and dime store to see if they had the newest, the latest He-Man toy. Or anything. Transformers. Any of the 80s toys, basically. Back in the day. I was there. It didn't cost me that much either. And then they had... Remember when they had the sticker books for baseball? I get that every week or every month. That was great. But I basically lived in the 5 and dime store. And I knew the owner too. My parents knew the owner and everything. Sadly he passed away, but I love that store. And I love the 80s. The 80s were a great time. Great toys. Great TV shows. Great music, of course. called? The Utilita Arena? Alright, August 28th, they're gonna be in, I think they're in Alabama. Collision's gonna be in Sioux Falls, South Dakota on August 31st. That's the night of Bash in Berlin. So there will be a live Collision that night. Almost a near fall. Alright, we got that. Alright, so, we got that. Alright, let me finish this up, because I gotta finish this. I really gotta finish this up, because I gotta eat soon. And then, I'm gonna finish up Dynamite, do my Raw review, and then, pretty much before I go to bed, and then pretty much get out of here for the weekend, I gotta do my Dynamite review. So, 2 more videos coming, and then, out of here. Done! Let me move on. Alright, after Shawn Michaels' re-announcement of NXT on the road for October 1st and 8th in Chicago and St. Louis, after that, we go to somewhere in the back. We have a lot of ladies looking hot. We have the resident pimp, Ashanti the Adonis, flirting with 2 chicks, one of them a hot Asian chick. Leave her alone. So then, they leave, and he talks to Dion Lennox. Who the hell's that guy? I would say Dio Madden. Wrong guy. That guy is in AEW, known as Mason. Mason of MXM with Mansoor. We're gonna see them on Rampage. That match was supposed to happen on Collision with Mason and Mansoor taking on Top Flight. It was supposed to be on Collision, but since Mansoor has a match on Saturday in Mexico, they moved it to Rampage, so that match is going to be taped tonight. Well, it was probably already taped. My Page for the buckshot landed. Boom! He hits it. Count up 75. 2, 3. Alright. Adam Page gets the win. Well, he beats one guy from the Jarrett group. So I guess we might see Jarrett versus Adam Page at All In. They haven't announced anything else, really. But I think we're getting more matches announced in the next week, because we got 0-hour matches. We got that. And now, well, Jay Lethal looks like he has a broken freaking neck because Doc Sampson and Paul Turner and some other medics are looking at him. Let me get that. Decent match. Alright, then we go to a Red Pro match where MJF, retained the American title over I think he's the Red Pro champ, Oku, who's a Will Ospreay guy. And now, who's that? Ospreay was about to hit the Tiger Driver 91, I think on Ospreay's wife. No, it's Michael Oku's fiancée. I didn't even know that, but she's a looker. I don't know who she is, but damn, she looked fine. Good man, Oku. Not Goku. Take out the G and it's Oku. He doesn't go Super Saiyan. Because he sucks. Like Goku does. Because as we all know, the greatest DBZ guy is Vegeta. I'm the Saiyan Prince, Goku. I'm a prince of all Saiyans. Get a gun. Okay. Calm down. Alright, so we got that, and then we got a big Ospreay video from his past in Red Pro. He was the Red Pro champ. I don't know if they're going to show his Ring of Honor stuff. They have to, because he was in Ring of Honor for a little bit. It's epic time in New Japan. Former New Japan World Champion, Junior Heavyweight Champion. He was like God back in Japan. Beating Kenny Omega for the U.S. title. In his ascent to greatness in AEW. Being the international champion. Going for the... should have been world champion, but... Don Callis fucked that up. Bam. So we got that. Alright, so Ashanti Adonis is flirting with these chicks. They leave. And then he starts talking to this guy named Dion Lennox. I think he's reading the Bible. Or reading something. He's like, I don't want to talk to you about women. I am more interested about reading my book. And that's pretty much it. So I don't know who this Dion Lennox guy is. I think he's a guy from NIL. Or We might have seen him before. Who are you? Who the fuck's this guy? Basically. I guess we'll hear more about him in the future coming. Alright, got that. 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, excuse me. Then we go to your main event of the evening for those tag team belts. Chase U of Ridge Holland and Andre Chase, along with Riley Osborne, Duke Hudson, and Thea Hale at ringside, taking on the superhero Power Rangers of 8-Kid and Ben Frazier. This was an epic fucking main event. Lots of high flippy dippity doos. Power of from Ridge Holland. One point, the superhero Power Rangers hit Chasing the Dragon for an air on Mr. Chase. I don't know how he kicked out of that. But Andre Chase comes back with a big boot to A-Kid. Ridge Holland then powerbombs Ben Frazier into Mr. Chase's backstabber for an air fall. I've seen that movie before. The fans are going, "This is awesome!" What'd they say? They said you're awesome. I know! But why were they chanting that? Because you're awesome, Mike. But I know! They didn't need to tell me that. They didn't really say your name. They just said the match was awesome. Yeah, I know, but... Ah, fuck. Did I do it again? Yes, you did, Mike. Damn it. It's okay, Mike. You'll get him next time. Bye! Okay, sorry. Get out of here. Hey, you say awesome, Mike Awesome's gonna come in and say something. Probably epic, I don't know, sometimes he's weird. What? No, I didn't say anything. Go back to the bar. Anyway. Alright, so the fans are going nuts after all those kickouts. AK comes back in, hits a super Spanish fly on Ridge Holland. Oh, Joe Maximo. Oh, my mentor. Anyway, Mr. Chase shows Ben Frazier off the top into the announcer's table. Ow. And that was pretty much it for the superhero Power Rangers as Ridge Holland hits his lifting DDT, almost like a not execution, I don't think it is. I was like flatliner, but the other move. We got that. So 1, 2, 3 on I guess depending on action, we have new tag team champions in Chase U, I believe for the second or third time. So we're gonna have a party on the quad, and that's it. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't think Chase U's gonna hold it for long. Who are they gonna lose to? I don't know. Maybe the Good Brothers. I don't really know any. I was thinking maybe Gallus gets it back, but I don't even know. I was thinking maybe you get a rematch at No Mercy, but that's like that third match. I mean, yeah, you could do a rubber match at No Mercy and then have Chase U win it again. I mean, retain. But really, there's no other tag teams I can see probably winning it. Hank and Tank? No. Eager Sanofe and Malik Blade? No. Good Brothers? Possibly. Who's OTM? You know, Bronco Nemo and Lucius Price? Maybe. I give them an OTM right now. I mean, like I said, I don't know who in NXT in the tag team division can even beat them. So Chase U might have a longer reign than they had the last two times. We'll have to see what happens with that next week on the program. But great match. 3.5 out of 5 stars. And that ends an epic fucking show for NXT. Nothing after that. Chase U's having fun. Confetti's going off. The entire Chase Student Union comes into the ring. I thought they were going to break the ring like ECW back in the 90s. That didn't happen. But it is what it is. But a great show. And that's it. So I gave it 7.5 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think of the show down below in the comments section. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. I got 2 more videos coming tonight, and then gone. Gone for a while. we'll see what happens with that. I might be back Monday with a late Collision review, but we'll see what happens with that. But definitely a Raw review this Monday on the main channel, Killer Demon 669. But that's all I gotta say about that. But no TNA Ring of Honor review again this week. I put up a review on my Twitter page about both shows. Both shows are pretty good, decent. We got that. But I will put up something tomorrow for TNA Ring of Honor, just like a little quickie tweet. Obviously no videos. SmackDown with the Tribal Chief. Gonna watch some of SmackDown, not all of it. But I do have it on DVR, so when I come back from my little excursion, I will be watching SmackDown, Rampage, Collision. So I'll get caught up to date, but as far as videos, no SmackDown review, no Rampage review. But when I talk on Collision, I will talk a little bit about Rampage. And that's pretty much it for that. Alright, MJF and Ocean Spray are going to have a face-to-face in Wales next week. Now we got the bastard Pac, still the #1 contender to the Intercontinental belt. Now the American title. So, I don't know when he's going to have that match. I mean, he's from England. He should have a match at All In. But, I mean, I would have put him in that American title match as a triple threat. I mean, still do it, but, I mean, we have to see. He's like, I'm sick of getting overlooked by Tony Khan. You think? Basically, yeah, he says, I'm tired of being manipulated, being treated like a bum. And basically saying, that #1 contendership to the international title is my ticket to Wembley. So, basically, he says, I've sanctioned myself some revenge. So, basically, like I just mentioned, he will face whoever wins that match with MJF and Ocean Spray for the American title at All Out, September the 7th. The same arena where Pac beat Kenny Omega like 5 years ago. And then basically he says MJF, Ocean Spray, whoever wins, I'm gonna take the Intercontinental title back. Then he basically throws down the freaking camera, man. That's not nice. What kind of man are you? Bastard! Alright, so we got that. Alright, now we get a Rampage, look back at Rampage with Darby Allin. Darby, hi guys! Beat the Butcher, and then he teamed with Hologram to beat the Premier Athletes, Tony Nese and Josh the Goods Woods, as Hologram got the win for the team. So Darby still, on a path of destruction, waiting for Mr. Jack Perry, who's doing weird videos. Now, speaking of weird videos, now we got a Darby Allin video. I don't know where he is. Probably in Seattle. just a video from him in Seattle. Talk about his time. It was like, I used to make $50 a night in the indie circuit. I don't know about Evolve, because you made a lot of money there in Evolve. Not every night, but, So he's talking about Jack Perry when it was Jungle Boy. Basically being, when they started in AEW, both of them were not say pillars per se, even though Darby is one of the pillars anyway, but go figure that one out. But, yeah, they're gonna beat the fuck out of each other at All In for the TNT title. I think Jack Perry will still retain, but it's gonna be bloody as fuck. There has to be a stipulation. It just can't be a straight-up one-on-one match. Seriously. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, but I'll talk more about Dynamite later, right here on the channel. But for now, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, and until next time, if you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man! You can't do shit about it. The prophecy lives forever. For life. Like I said, if you're not down with that, we got 3 words for you, and like I said, fuck you, man. We're out of here. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.